Hi, everybody, and welcome to the R&R Ranch Roundup. I am your host, Stacy, with my beautiful daughter, Belle.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back.
Yeah, it's been a day today, I will say.
And no, Mom, it's been more than a day. It's been like when things are chaotic, you say like, oh, it's been a day.
Yeah.
But it's Monday. So on top of it being a day, it's Monday, and yeah.
I think it started off with you having a mouse in your toilet.
It started off with me. I had a mouse in my toilet. And as our listeners know, I'm a new homeowner. And that sent me into a tizzy. And it sent my husband Mason into a tizzy. And
Mason is like Dad.
Mason's anti-Tarzan.
They're both like little girls.
They are like, I'm the husband, I'm the man of the house, I should be doing this, but hold my hand and be there with me.
It's then you gotta scream like a little cheerleader when he does something.
It's so bad. I mean, it was, yeah.
So you got it out.
Got it out. And promptly called the plumber, the exterminator, and they're like, yeah, I think it's just like a one-off thing. Like, it came up the pipe. I'm like, our basement.
Everybody's like, go back to bed.
Yeah, go
lady.
back to bed. Like, stop calling us. One bug, and I'm like, call Blue Chip. Like, call somebody.
Yeah.
Like, get this taken care of. So that started off my morning.
Yeah.
I set off the alarm in my house. I promptly found like scratches on my face from Ellie, and
it's been
and then had to get over here.
Get over here quickly, only to be like, we had so much to do. I wanted to get out of the house because I made as a nice gesture, as you know,
we're not having Thanksgiving with our family this year.
Well, I mean, most people aren't.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a weird year, and so most people aren't. And since we normally have all of my family and my nieces and nephews and grandnieces and nephews,
like 30 people.
Yeah, everybody's
More,
here.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to do something nice for my family, and I made I would say a portion of the meal, and took it to each of their homes, and we had these beautiful cookie trays made that were the cookie tray itself looked like it was a pumpkin pie in pieces.
It was beautiful.
And anyway,
Stunning.
so that was going to be our day. We're going to hit the ground running as soon as the cookies came, like at 9:30, and instead I still had a ton of orders to fill.
Well, I wasn't even. I was like, I'm going to get here. I'm going to, get up, work out, take a shower, get over to your house, 9:30.
Yeah.
Boom, off we go to the races. And I wasn't even leaving my house until 9:30.
Yeah.
And then get here promptly.
By the time we finished filling the orders, it was 11.
Yeah, it took forever.
It did. It took a long time, and then we got everything loaded, and we left.
When you say like, oh, I have to quickly fill orders, that doesn't mean, oh, go get everything. And then bring it back, and then we can fill 10 orders. It's, anyway.
It was a lot this morning.
And then we drove to every corner of St. Louis, delivering everything, and still didn't get to the post office.
No, but I did make arrangements for, so Dad took all the packages to the post office, so they all got out, which is great, but it has been a day. And then, of course, we get home, and it's like we literally made it in here by the skin of our teeth before we were supposed to start recording.
Well, also, like, we were just talking, we need to do a behind the scenes of the podcast, because this is the most, like, everybody is like, oh my God, you guys, like, I can't believe how much you do. And Stacy, you wake up so early and you just do everything. And like, if you could only see the madness that is like putting this together and getting like, oh my God.
Like, just to print out my notes. I went to print out my notes, and there was no printer paper.
There's no printer paper. So words are printed on top of each other. And let me just show everybody. Here's an ad. I don't know how an ad got.
Well, that's because this is something Dad printed out.
Okay,
and
but
he
all
had
the words are printed on top of each other.
I know. It's like I have to read some kind of a war coding in order to understand what we've got.
What it is. It literally...
Yeah.
Anyway,
so it's a little bit much, and then we're just about ready to film, and we're like, oh my gosh, the birds are still here, so we had to get them out.
And then we put the birds away, and I'm like, oh my God, I hear Ellie scratching outside.
It's all good,
and we're here.
Okay, so
and you're here.
We've got it done. We're under control. And I would say that the big news, to chat about at the barn, because all of the horses, knock on wood, are doing wonderfully.
Totally.
I had more fun playing with them this weekend than you could imagine. They just were a lot of fun. And everybody's doing well. I will say the one thing that is new that I just found out yesterday when I was in the barn is Eleanor, who still has to be separated from Teddy because they're,
We don't
you know,
want
the
her to
weaning.
be like, oh, it's my baby.
Yeah,
And
the weaning is still
unwean anything.
The weaning is still
Happening.
fresh
Yeah.
in a baby's mind. So Eleanor has to stay away from Teddy, and so she normally stays in Martha's little playground and you know, has grass and is reasonably happy even though she's by herself.
Well, yeah, but now the grass is dying. And
Yeah,
so,
and
we're like,
so-
Eleanor needs a change of pace.
So I told Allie, I said, just bring her in the barn aisle, let her hang out with you while you're working.
Close the doors to the back so Teddy can't see her. Bring Eleanor
So
in
she
the barn.
does.
Yeah.
And so what I thought was just so cute is that what Eleanor has been doing is she literally goes stall to stall with Allie while she cleans.
It's so
And
sweet.
Allie cleans one stall, Eleanor's right there. And then she finishes, she goes in the next stall, and then Eleanor just makes her way in.
Yeah.
You know, and she's picking
it's-
up hay that's on the ground, but
Yeah.
it's still, she wants to be with a person.
Totally.
It's really
and it's
very
so
sweet.
cute. And it's so totally okay because Eleanor is so small. Like, if Bambi was roaming loose in the hallway, probably not. She's a little too big. But
Yeah.
Eleanor, like, she can go wherever she wants.
Eleanor is like having one of the puppies. I mean, she's literally about the same size as the Goldens.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Oh,
so anyway, so that was darling. The other thing that happened is we got our big tractor fixed today. I need to call to find out what the matter was, but it's a
Our
good thing that
tractors
it was
break
that it was fixed. Because on Thursday, of course, it's Thanksgiving, and every year we always give all the employees off so they can
Holidays,
enjoy
Christmas,
yeah,
Thanksgiving.
and they can
whatever they
enjoy and Easter,
Oh, yeah.
so that they can enjoy
day.
the holiday with
Yeah.
their family, and that means that I will go up there. And when you were living here, you would go up there with me. But anyway, I appreciate the fact that there will be a working tractor for me on
Yes.
Thursday.
And a working giant tractor.
Yeah, the big one
Yeah.
is ready. Julian and Allie, I mean, they turn into like superheroes when they have to pick up these, you know, muck
know.
buckets and put them
I
in, and
know.
it hurts my back to do that.
Yeah. It hurts my back looking at them.
So just the other couple of things, and then we'll get going on with our guest today, is that we announced our gift shop. We'll be having our Black Friday sales starting on Friday, the day after Thanksgiving.
Well, also, our gift shop is on Facebook
yeah.
and on Instagram now.
But we still have to get it all kind of
Finalized?
Not
Like,
only
can you
finalized,
shop
but
on it? You
I
can
think-
look at all of our products on Instagram.
I'll answer when you're done.
Oh, okay. Answer. I wasn't on the phone call.
So that was handsome. It's handsome. It sounds like
I know it's handsome.
Oh, he sees himself in the mirror of the
Yeah.
table.
Okay.
So
So he's growling.
handsome. That's enough. So handsome sees himself in the mirror down below.
Yeah.
If you hear a throaty growl, it's not a monster invading the podcast. It's handsome noticing that he's got a face.
Fun fact about the puppies is they are like
They turn into
werewolves.
wild animals.
Wild animals when they like see somebody coming, see themselves, see each other for the first time, and like,
Hackles go up.
oh my
Tails.
god, Ellie's hair, all of the hair on
They
her
don't- like
back
they
is
don't
standing
even
up.
recognize each other.
No, and now Handsome is like,
Yeah.
I mean, they look like sharks. Anyway, they're harmless, but they are.
So that's the
So they
throaty growl
growl.
that you hear
They
as he's
growl a
looking at
lot.
himself. All right, let me finish this up. So we'll make sure that the shopping is going to be an easier experience on Facebook and Instagram rather than having to go to, our profile page that has Linktree and
Yeah.
just go to the site, our website to purchase. You'll be able to purchase it straight from.
So hopefully by the time this goes up, we can have that
It
figured
will.
out.
It will.
Oh, it will. Okay.
Well, I said that pretty quickly.
Yeah, I know that. I know that. So I was like, okay.
It will have it by Friday.
Okay.
It will have it by Friday. So this will be published on Wednesday.
Okay. And what
And-
day's Monday? Today's Monday.
Yeah. So we should be in good shape. Maybe it's going to be published on Thursday. At any rate, the other big thing that is going to be out there in the world by the time this is published is a super exciting thing for us, you guys.
Super exciting. A big project.
Big project that we have been working on for a long time. And it's something that everyone has asked us about for a very long time. And it really was just a matter of taking the time to do it. And that is the fact that we actually have published our book on Martha. And I couldn't be more thrilled with how it turned out. We couldn't be more proud with how it looks, how it feels.
Beautiful.
If everyone can reflect back to the portrait that I posted of Martha on Sunday, it's a beautiful portrait of her that we put on Facebook and Instagram. And one of our fans sent that to us many months ago in the spring. She sent it unsolicited. She sent it, and we absolutely were blown away.
Well, you would see it.
It's usually behind us on the wall.
Back there,
but
it's
at the publishers.
It's
right
at
now.
the publishers, but that when we saw it, it's so
lifelike,
beautiful, breathtaking. I mean, it's just
it got every
gorgeous.
single attribute. Not only physical attribute of Martha, but it captured the essence of Martha in that one photo. And so we used that as our springboard, and I contacted that fan right away. And she was the artist, the illustrator for the entire book. I can't tell you guys, number one, I think the book is an amazing story because it chronicles Martha from the day we picked her up. The point of the story is so that young readers and adults are going to enjoy this book, but it sends the message about what it takes to have a dwarf. We never ever want Martha to be viewed as something fun, even though she's fun and she's funny. She is a very challenging horse to keep healthy. And so
all of the dwarfs are.
All of them. And so it's a balance, you guys. And so this book really, I think, establishes what it takes. And we go into a lot of education about dwarfism. And we make it so that it is readily understood by children because children can gravitate towards little horses. And so I think everyone is going to really love it.
Going to flip.
We had to really work hard to get it ready for the holidays. And so we have a limited quantity that's being released for the holidays, and then we will have the full release in December.
Yeah. So we have a limited quantity for Thanksgiving, Black Friday.
We'll get through it.
Yeah, we'll get through it. And then we've got our original
quantity is coming
in December, but we were like, we need them now.
So it is, and it will be available, purchased online through our gift shop. And the name,
great idea.
Can I just say the name first, the title? So the name of the book is called Martha, the Perfectly Imperfect Little Horse.
Which is exactly what
she is.
Yeah.
She is perfectly imperfect.
You know what you should do? Oh my God.
What?
Wait, when are we getting it? Wednesday?
Yeah.
Oh, you should do a reading with the horses with Martha with the book on Wednesday.
That's a good idea.
That's an A+ idea.
I was going to do something different though. I mean, because it's going to be Thanksgiving, I was going to do just kind of a Thanksgiving thing. No. I suppose we could do it.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So we'll figure that out.
So stay tuned.
Yes, definitely stay tuned.
Martha on Wednesday.
So that's pretty much, I think, what we want to share today.
That's the big news. That's the barn. That's Oh wait, what about Black Friday sales?
Black Friday sales, that's all been posted that we will have them out early Friday morning. So those that are, in different countries will be able to see what our Black Friday sales are. Of course, we ship internationally. We have always done so. And it's going to be a lot of fun. We are, for the first time, we're prepared. I mean, we have boxes boxed, filled with cute holiday stuffings. We have all of the Marthas have beautiful bows on. Bookers have beautiful bows on.
Yep.
And we're ready. So we've got and every
Well, we're
purchase,
ready until
every purchase
until
will
it
have
starts,
that
and then-
gorgeous picture of Martha will be included free with every gift that is every order that is purchased for the Black Friday sale. So we're
Which,
ready.
if I'm not mistaken, people love receiving pictures of Martha.
Yes.
Like you've done it before, but I
have.
feel like before you did it just like, hey, message me if you want a picture of Martha, and we were just sending them out.
No,
Or were they with
it was
a
always for a
purchase?
reason. We always did something like at Easter. We included pictures of Franklin, and at Martha might have been last
But we
Valentine's Day.
did Banks a long time ago.
We did Banks a long time ago.
Well, that's before like things. Well, I think that was before Martha.
It definitely was.
Anyway,
That's a lot. It's a lot of
lot.
stuff going on. It's all fun, and we're excited to share that. So, but you know what? One of the things that we want to talk about today, and it is different than what we said we were going to talk about today.
Yes.
Our guest was supposed to be Brett Hardesty of Hardesty Homes. He was going to come in and talk about building barns. And
which he still will be coming.
he definitely will still be coming. This is one of the things, you guys, about podcasts is that at least the way we manage them, you have to kind of go with the flow. You know, when Joshton was going to come in from the Peeps Foundation and he had a horse that was sick and couldn't come, that happens. We had to change gears. Now Brett was supposed to be here, and Brett is
Swamped.
beyond swamped.
Yeah.
I mean, the housing industry is just booming right now.
Mm-hmm.
Brett is very busy, and we did not want to add to that stress of
Yeah.
him taking, even a couple of hours out of his day.
Mm-hmm.
So Brett's going to take a rain check and come in. So we will be talking about barns, your problems with your barns, building barns, and
whole nine
your
yards.
run-ins, the
It
whole 9
will-
yards.
it
We will do
happen,
that.
yes.
But today's another thing that I think everyone is going to really find interesting because it deals with everyone,
Mm-hmm.
and that is working out right now when we are in the middle of a pandemic.
Of working out.
The lack thereof.
Yeah.
We're in the middle of a pandemic. Okay. So there's all kinds of restrictions, whether gyms are open or not, how much time you can spend in the gym.
Wearing a mask in the gym.
Wearing a mask now has been mandated in most, places
out
that we
at
know.
home.
Working out at home.
Feeling
How do you do it?
motivated,
How do you get motivated? How do you stay motivated? And, so these are all things that I think pertain to everybody. Including us. I mean, I know
my
we
gosh.
share workout videos and stuff, us working out in the morning, but let me tell you guys, it's hard.
It's really hard.
It's not easy. And
No.
so we have brought in, I think, the best of the best to come sit down and talk with everybody about what it takes to work out at home, some ideas, help give us some motivation. We have questions from our fans who
Yeah,
want to know
that's what I was
about
gonna say,
working out with
questions.
riding horses. So let's do that. Let's bring Maurice in and let's visit with him for a little
Yes,
bit, okay?
let's do it.
All right. So today we brought with us our favorite guy to work out with, and that is Maurice Lewis. Maurice is a certified personal trainer. You probably have other certifications that I'm not mentioning, but I have known you, Maurice, I would say, now I'm guessing, I don't remember exactly what year, but I want to say that it was right around 2006 when I started working out with you. Is that about when you started at the J?
That's about right.
Okay.
That's about right.
Wow.
So it's been 14 years
14 years, yeah.
Wow.
that I have known you and have been working out with you. And I can tell you to the T, when I used to go to the J early in the morning, and I always enjoy, getting a workout done early before my day starts. And it was in that 5:30 hour when the AM hour when the gym first opened, and I started noticing you.
Yeah.
And I noticed you were working out with people.
Yep.
And I was like, oh my gosh,
Who is this guy?
who is that guy? Like, you were literally like a walking fire plug that would
Yeah.
come down those stairs, and I'm like, I need him in my life
Yeah.
because I need that kind of help.
Macho man.
Nice. Yes.
And so that's when I started working out with
Right,
you.
right.
And in addition, not only did I start working out with you, but when I came off like a PTO board at school, I had such a fun group of PTO members, board members, that I said, you guys, now that we have all this time on our hands, let's go work out together.
Yeah.
And we all started working out with you.
did.
How much
We
fun
did.
was that?
Oh, that's that. I always tell everybody I can write a book, and
Yeah.
within that group right there, it's a lot of energy, and
Yeah.
that's the one thing about doing group training.
Yeah.
You can feed off each other's energy.
Yep.
You can catch up with each other.
Yep.
But it made it fun for me.
Yes. I would say it made it fun for everybody.
Everybody, yes.
I mean, you were laughing, we were
Right, yeah.
laughing. There's times when we're like, we're not working out
Yeah,
today,
right.
We're just having a good time.
Yeah.
So I think that you are proof purchase, proof positive that you can combine fun with
Yes.
working out.
Yes, I mean you have to have as a trainer, as a seasoned trainer, you have to have the flexibility.
Yeah.
Just like you said with the podcast.
Yep.
I can come in with a game plan. Like we're going to do this, and that.
Yeah.
But you don't know the energy
Yeah.
of your one client, let alone a group of 4
Women.
to 6 women at that. So that alone, you just got to come in with an open mind. I know what
Yeah.
I want to do and get accomplished, but as we go through the hour, or however long we're going, you kind of make adjustments on
You
the
do.
fly.
Yeah.
So
And you definitely had to do that. And especially, I would say so, when I introduced Belle
Yes.
into the equation. And when Belle started coming to work out with me, how many times, what would you say, Belle? What
I
was
would
your
say-
go-to line?
I can't do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm tired. Or no.
no, right?
Just no. Like, when did I start working out? I started working
Yeah.
out with you
In high school,
Yeah,
actually.
in
It was
high
in high
school.
school, yeah.
And I mean, that was like, I didn't even. Well, not to even say I didn't know what I was doing, because that's not even in terms of working out. I don't even know why I was doing that. Like, that has, like, working out back then, what was that, 2013, 2012?
Yeah, it wasn't even a thing for you.
No,
No.
like, I don't even know. I was probably just going to, like, hang out with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Mother-daughter time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bonding, yeah.
Yeah.
And then we picked it back up. Probably when I graduated college. Oh, and I would go. You would teach Insanity, and then we would come home. I would go back to sleep,
Right.
and then we'd get up and we'd come back to the J and work out. And then Maurice would be like, "Okay, we're gonna plank for 30 seconds," and I would look. I'd be like, "I can't do that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna do it." Or I would just.
Or you'd hold a plank and then like drop and like
I would
Right.
drop.
Yeah.
And
Hold a
I'd be like,
plank
just
and then
keep
drop.
the timer going. Like, it's fine. I mean, I love working out, and I am the first one to crap out.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
But it
just
was
me.
fun.
Oh my God, we had so much fun.
I mean,
lot of
And
fun.
honestly, I think
I would
with
make
you especially,
laugh,
yes,
and you
all
would
the
be
time.
like, "Belle, you have to stop making me laugh."
I couldn't do it. I couldn't do the
Maurice
workout.
laugh,
Yeah.
we would get nothing done.
And then it would be like our time, say we were doing a 30-minute workout,
And
with
then
it would be like 20 minutes and we're like, all right, well,
We're
that's
done.
it. That's it.
We're done. Right.
Okay,
Like, I'll
everybody-
pay you for the 30, but we're leaving.
Yeah, every time, like, it'd get shorter and shorter, and we'd be like, "Well, sorry, we gotta go," and we would be like, "We gotta go so we could go home and do nothing."
Right.
Like, we were like,
Go
"No,
back to sleep, right.
We're done."
And how many times would Maurice be like, okay, ladies, and we'd be like, okay, ladies, let's go. We'll see you next time. You
Yeah,
know,
we'll
like,
see you next time.
we're just
Okay.
like, that's it.
Oh
All
my
right,
gosh.
enough about
I am,
us.
like,
So
the
let's talk
worst
about
influence.
Let's get
Okay.
Maurice's involvement with the world as it is right
Yes.
now. Okay,
Yes.
so people are struggling. I
Yeah.
mean, this is new for everybody, for
is.
trainers and for those that go to gyms. So how are you able to help people navigate getting a workout in from home?
Yeah.
Which is what a lot of people are doing. What
Yeah.
are you telling people? What can people do?
A good question. Right now, everybody's anxiety level is real high. From kids, school, work, getting workouts in, so forth and so on. So the best way to deal with anxiety is working out. And that's where I come into the picture. So what I tell people is, well, first of all, I have a lot of different ways where I can help people to stay in shape. One is coming to your house. You might have that treadmill, that piece of equipment that's collecting a lot of dust you're hanging clothes on. You know what? I can come over. You know, you wear a mask, I wear a mask. We work out. Let's dust the the dirt off of it, and let's get it going. You know, another way to do it is virtual. You know, just like you're doing a podcast, bringing information to people across the world about the barn. I do the same thing with exercises. So with a couple of gyms that I work at, we went virtual. I do a couple of things outside of that for members or client of mine or not. Members of these particular studios and gyms, bringing them virtual workouts and different type of challenges since the spring. You know, we'll do like a 11-day challenge, 21-day challenge, 30-day challenge to keep people locked in and focused.
And those are short term, so that almost makes it seem
like, oh, I can
easier
do this.
to
11 days, I
attain.
can do this.
11 days. I can do 11 days.
Yeah.
But in my head, I have a long-term plan. Like,
Right.
we don't know when it's going to end, but I want to keep you locked in. So we can go 11 days, take a week off and crank up another 11 days or 21 days. You know, it's kind of like, you know, like a roller coaster. You know, you just kind of stay locked in. Okay, kind of recharge your body mentally and physically. And then we go into the next challenge. It could be as simple as me emailing, texting clients or members workouts. You know, so for me, you know, kind of going backtrack. I mean, I've been doing this for like 20 years or so. So it just really comes down to, once again, being flexible, adapting quickly as time changed. You know, got kind of comfortable with the day in and day out of training and coaching. But when this happened in the spring, you got to think quick. Gyms just shut down. Like,
Gone.
oh, wow, people losing their jobs. So for me, it was just like, okay, I'm getting emails, phone calls, and text messages like, you know, what can I do? What kind of ideas do you have? Even doing my outdoor boot camps, you know. So I try to be that source of information and motivation. Everybody knows how to get a hold of me. Like I said, I've been doing it for 20 something years. So I feel like I've touched a lot of different people in a lot of different ways. Parents, kids, you know, so forth and so on. Whether it's been on the field or on the track, it's being a coach or in the gym. So, you know, my thing is to really tell people, just be consistent. You know, we all, even myself, are not at the best shape that I was before the gym closed, but if you continue to work on just the basics and your base strength, core, cardio, we can always build off of that. So my thing is like, you're not gonna totally lose it, but if we at least keep doing something, you know, it's better than nothing at all.
Right. Okay, so that brings up a good question. So to try to keep that base, if you had to say 3 go-to moves, what would you say they would be? Like if you said somebody, just do these 3 moves, what would they be?
Well, you know, I can go on forever, but for one, let's say cardio to get your heart rate up, but still kind of working a total body burpee. Belle's favorite. You can see the look on your face.
I can't. First of all, I can't even do like an actual burpee.
The kind where you do a push-up when you go down.
full
Oh,
burpee.
absolutely not.
Full burpee.
Oh no. Oh no. I like. First of all, when I'm not trying to get off topic, but like if I do a burpee, instantly what comes to mind is I'm gonna snap my wrist. Like, and
I have to do mine like this because I have these things on my wrist.
I have to go
Yeah.
like
Sis,
like
yeah.
I have to
this,
go like that.
like this, and that's so wrong.
Yeah.
It's like handsome.
Yeah.
Okay, so burpee.
Okay,
So
that's a
burpees.
terrible
So
answer.
the reason why I like burpees is get your heart rate up.
Yeah.
It's a functional move. You have to get down
Yeah.
to the ground. You have to stand all the way up. You can make it real simple. Some people that have orthopedic problems, hips, knees, ankles, wrists, you could drop down, step out, step in with your feet, stand up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The more advanced, drop down, give me a push up, come up, give me a jump at the top.
Yeah.
You know, so I like it because it's different levels to it, and I can cater it or modify it depending on who I'm working with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A second move, plank. Once again, it's a total body move. It's a muscular endurance move, but once again, it's working almost every muscle in the body.
Yeah.
So a lot of different variation of a plank.
Yeah.
You can go low plank on the forearms. You can go up to a high plank, straight arms. You know, low plank, you're working more of the core. The high plank, of course, you're working the core, but
Yeah.
now you're working the shoulders and the arms, core, your posterior chain, even your legs. Everything is working at the same time. Another move is called a grounder press. So a lot of people may or may not have heard this, Belle. Stacy, we've done this here at the house where you have a pair of dumbbells or a medicine ball. You squat down, touch the ball to the ground, you stand up, and you drive the ball up.
Yeah.
Grounder press to the press. So once again, it's working a lot of different muscles. So my style, as you know, for the viewers, I like to be more of a high intensity type trainer,
Yeah.
but I like to do a lot of compound movements. So that means we're working more than one muscle at the same time. I don't really like to sit there and isolate.
Yeah.
Just do curls.
Yeah.
Just do chest press. We will do that.
Yeah.
But 9 times out of 10, it's a compound move. You know, we're doing a squat to a press. We're doing a chest fly with a leg raise.
So, because most people don't have medicine balls
Yes.
hanging around,
Yeah.
can you take a gallon of water and
Yes.
use that? Can
Absolutely.
You,
Or
Absolutely.
like a paint can.
paint can. I mean, you
Yes.
could probably just substitute for
Anything that's
anything
heavy.
weighty.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anything that holds weight, you know, gallon water, gallon milk. Once again, it's all about being creative. So, you know, it might not be the regular weight that you normally use in the gym, but all we're trying to do is maintain that base strength and cardio.
Yeah.
So when we can get back to it, it's not like we're starting from zero.
Yeah.
Nothing at all. That's the worst feeling. It's like you lost it all,
Oh, yeah.
and you're starting from the beginning all over again.
Yeah.
So the main thing we want to do, if you don't have a fancy, multi-purpose
Set up
apparatus
at home.
in your
Yeah.
basement, whatever it may
Yeah.
be, just get creative.
Yeah.
And body weight, sometimes it's the hardest thing to do
Oh.
than anything else. You can go to
I
your local
hate body
elementary
I
school.
think you love body weight,
Yeah.
Mom.
Yeah, I mean, you can go to your local elementary school and you know, try to do pull-ups on the monkey bars or just hang there.
Yeah.
You know, so do dips on the bench.
I would just hang there.
Just hang out. So
I bet-
you know, just being creative. Just
Yeah.
find something to hold
Yeah.
weight and try to make it a functional move.
You have a couple of questions for equestrians.
Yes. So you know, we talked about more body weight movements or equipment movements, but you know, cardio. Cardio is a big element of riding, and you know, if you go to horse shows or if you take lessons, you know, they could be 45 an hour. You know, so what do you recommend doing cardio wise to keep up your stamina for riding, either with movements or, you know, I feel like you could be a runner or if power walker or
Right.
something, but even with riding, your heart rate goes up and down. And so what's some good
Well,
cardio movements?
Good
to keep up
question.
stamina?
You know, I've trained a handful of clients that ride or show horses. To, of course, a couple of other clients also. So what I've learned, me not being a rider, just hearing from shows like, you know, whatever it is, an athlete, and I think riders are athletes. I try to pick their brain, like, you know, what makes you a strong rider or athlete? Where are you weak at? And I try to help with that. So when it comes to stamina and endurance and cardio, I want you mentally to focus on the horse. Whatever you have your horse do, you want to kind of put your body through the same thing, kind of mimic. So let's say if you're showing for 45 minutes, the horse has to show for 45 minutes. Guess what? You're preparing that horse to show for 45
Right.
minutes. Good posture, good form,
Right.
having that muscular and cardio endurance for the horse.
Yeah.
The rider needs to do the same thing.
Yeah, if I think, well, my horse isn't fit enough to go to a horse show, I need to be on the same level as well,
Exactly.
you know?
So I mean,
Yeah.
the most respect I've had as a coach growing up is a coach that could do the same thing he was telling me to do.
Yeah.
I take the same thing as a trainer. I'm not gonna have you do anything that I cannot do. You can challenge me anytime. I can do it. I'm not gonna have you do something that I can't do. So I feel as a rider,
Yeah.
you should be able. If a horse is showing for 45 minutes,
Yeah.
you should be able to power walk. You know, jog. Or at least get your heart rate up
Yeah.
for a sustained period of time.
Right.
However long that horse is showing, you need to be able to do the same thing.
Yeah.
So if that horse is in training 5 days a week,
You should be in training.
You should be in
class.
training
The-
5 days a week. It's just a respect. It's
Yeah.
a respect
It
thing.
is a
It's a respect thing. You know,
Oh,
I know I'm
that
putting you
kind
through
of
this
makes
work.
me feel bad.
Yeah.
Because even when I, you know, don't go out to the barn and ride, there's somebody there that can ride my horses.
Yeah.
And when I'm like, well, I'm just going to go back to bed or,
Right.
you know, and
Yeah.
that's, you know, I've never thought about it. Well, I expect my horse to be worked 5 days a week.
and physically fit.
Right. I'm expecting you to be physically fit.
Right.
I should be as well.
Now, I could be wrong, but I'm quite sure your horse can probably sense or feel
Oh yeah.
your strength
Yeah.
or not,
Oh, yeah.
or lack
Yep.
thereof.
Yeah.
You know, just by your posture, just the commands you give the
Yeah.
horse.
Yeah.
You know, so I know there's a delicate line of being too strong in the
Yeah.
inner thighs or pulling too hard, whatever it may be. But I'm quite sure your horse can sense that and feel that.
Yeah.
I would agree, and I would also say that having the rider be physically fit, and you can attest to this, having the rider be physically fit creates a more confident rider.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's.
I mean, and the main
very
thing you
true.
want to realize when you train your horse, you want, like I said before, you want your horse to maintain that posture and conditioning throughout the show or
Right.
throughout the ride.
Right.
Multiple rounds or however long, whatever the activity that horse is
classes.
doing.
Yeah.
You want to do the same thing with your body.
Yeah.
So like I tell being a track coach, like I tell my and a youth basketball coach also with my son, I tell my athletes, everybody is great in the first quarter.
Yeah.
You're rested, you're pumped up, the adrenaline's pumping. Everybody is a Michael Jordan or whoever you want to be. You know, the greatest horse show or whatever it may be, a rider. But you get into that last quarter or the last couple of minutes
Yeah.
of showing, you expect that horse
Right.
to listen to your command
Right.
and show properly. You need to be able to do the same thing. So
Yeah.
if you're not in shape, you know, you start to slump a little
Yep.
bit, shoulders rounded off. You're not giving nice, strong commands.
Yeah.
And it shows that
Yeah.
can be a different from first and second plate in a track meet,
Yeah.
first and second place in the show.
Yeah.
That's.
So
yeah.
would that be more cardio training to create longer endurance with your stamina?
Absolutely, absolutely. So cardio training, that's for the cardio endurance,
Yeah.
stamina, and then doing higher reps when it comes to the strengthening.
Yeah.
Even if you don't have any weights at home. So let's say we're at home, 3 easy moves: squats, push-ups,
Yeah.
leg raises
Yeah.
for the core. I always tell my
Yeah,
clients,
core's-
you know,
core's
core is
big.
very important. Do 100 reps of each move. 2 or 3 days out the week, or however many days your horse is
Excuse me, what?
training.
I think he said
you do the
100.
same thing
I
100.
think you did say.
So I say that, and I get the same response from a lot of different clients. So when you think 100, you think I got to crank out 100 reps all at one time.
Yeah.
No, you can wake up in the morning, do those 3 moves, give me 20 or 25 reps.
Well, that seems a lot more
Afternoon,
manageable.
before lunch or after lunch, give me another 20, 25
Yeah.
reps. However you want to break it up,
Yeah.
you just have to get to 100 reps by the end of the day. So if you can crank out 100 all at one time, great.
See, I would be like, I'm going to do all 100 right now.
Yeah.
Right now.
And I'm going to be like, my
Yeah.
legs would be like that. They
Yeah.
wouldn't even be
Also,
lifting.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, when we work out with Maurice, I like magically forget how to count, and I'm like, no, I think that was probably 50, and it's been like,
18.
Right.
17.
So, so then would you say that there is, that was great to be able to say those 3 moves,
Yes.
100 reps a day,
Yeah.
broken down by
Yeah. Sets,
short
rounds,
little
how you go.
increments.
Yeah.
And that's how somebody can get their work in. That
Yeah.
is, that's brilliant. I don't know
Well-
why we haven't.
Well, I don't know why we haven't either, but
Yeah.
also when you hear 100 reps, that's intimidating.
Yeah.
And even if you break it down 50 reps and you do it one time or you whatever, if you do it in the morning, in the evening, but that might take you like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So if you think do these 3 exercises 10 minutes a day,
Yeah.
that sounds a lot more manageable
Right.
than you have to do 100 reps.
Right.
But it's just, how you break down and think about it. And
Yeah.
so we haven't been doing any
So
of that.
then I guess that answers one of my questions that I had, which is, can you get a good workout in a short amount of time?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. The day and age where you're in the gym for 2 hours, it doesn't make sense anymore.
Yeah.
We can't do it now because most gyms are closed.
Right.
But even when gyms are open, you see guys in there hour and a half, 2 hours. It doesn't take that long.
Yeah.
If you come in with a game plan,
Yeah.
be really efficient,
Yeah.
know what you're working towards
Yeah.
and working on that day, you can get everything in 45 minutes to an hour. I mean, there are workouts in studios that work out for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And you'll come out drenched.
Yeah.
Burn females 400, 500, 600 calories. Guys up to 900 calories burned 45 minutes to an
Yeah.
hour. So
Yeah.
it can be really efficient, real effective. Once again, doing it at home. If you have stairwells, run up and down the stairs.
Yeah.
Get your heart rate up.
Yeah.
Go
That
up and
does.
down.
What is it about stair? I mean, like just coming up and down our stairs, aren't
know.
we always like,
I can't do this anymore.
I can't even go up our own stairs?
Like it was the worst at the J.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you'd have to walk up those stairs when you were done working
When you're done
out.
working
And you're
out.
like, I
I'd be
just
I'm
did
not-
this really hard workout. But I can't come up
Good
these
to say.
stairs without like
Yeah.
having to catch my breath.
Yeah.
I mean,
So this isn't a question, but this is my question, and I know we both kind of struggle with this. Well, I feel like maybe you have a little bit more. I feel like you wear an Apple Watch. I wear an Apple Watch.
Yeah.
So many people wear an Apple Watch, and so many people are like, I gotta hit my calories. And when I lived here, we used to walk 5 miles every morning, and we would burn 500 calories. Or if I wanted to go for a run, I'd be like, okay, well, I can go run 5 miles. I can run 2 or 3 and get a big calorie burn in. And I know cardio days are important, but what would you say is more efficient in feeling better, looking better? Is it lifting weights? Is it going for a run? Is it, body weight? What I always tell my mom, like, there's a difference. Like when we walk 5 miles every day, I feel like my body is used to burning 500 calories every morning, and it doesn't do anything for me. But if I were to go downstairs and go use like that giant machine with all the weights, that makes me feel a lot better getting a workout like that in versus just...
Those are two totally different types of workouts.
I know. They're two totally different types of workouts. But for somebody who is... should you be... I guess my question is like cardio or calorie burn versus
strength training.
Strength training.
No, good question.
What's,
So my background, ran track in college. I'm a head college track coach. As you know, with my training, I always implement cardio. No matter what I do. That doesn't mean we would go out and run a mile. It could be 100 revolutions on the jump rope. It could be short bouts on the treadmill. Burpees, getting the heart rate up. So I firmly believe in cardio. Now, with that being said, it also comes down to kind of your body type or what your body is used to. So like you said, if you're running or walking 5 miles a day, your body's used to burning 500 calories a day. You're not really getting that runner's high like you used to. So I will come in. I know that. I'm going to switch it up. I still want you to do that. But so we can kind of break through that plateau or give you a sense of like I'm actually doing something different and I can actually feel it now. For you, a little bit more toning and strength training. Somebody that's real, most guys, they just want to crank out heavy weight. How heavy can I lift? That's fine. Great. Keep doing that. But guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to come in. I'm going to break you down on the cardio. Because you need to burn a little bit more. So both are great. I come in as a trainer. I see what you're already doing. I'm implementing something else. So both of those components can coexist together. I will lean more, like my clients, we will always do cardio. Even if you even run 5 miles. Okay, you can run 5 miles, or let's make it simple. Let's say somebody's used to running 1 mile. Okay, we can still run 1 mile, but guess what we're going to do? We're going to do 4 quarter-mile repeats on the treadmill. So I'm gonna make you run that mile faster than what you normally do. So that way we're still getting the same work in, the same distance, but I'm pushing you a little bit harder by making you go faster by breaking into intervals or rounds versus just a nice, comfortable base pace. I can still talk and hee hee ha ha on the treadmill. We're gonna pick it up a notch by doing intervals.
So you can also get a great workout in with a lower calorie burn. By lifting weights or
I mean you can
body weight or a core workout.
You can. You still want to create that caloric deficit also though. So even if a day where I work out with you or you did something on your own and it's more core and strength training, I would still want you at some point in that day get that cardio in. So to answer your question, I believe cardio, I would lean a little bit more to the cardio, the most effective or the go-to, whatever it may be, however you want to word it. But knowing that both. And another thing I do as a visual for my clients, I ask, what type of body type or how do you want to look as a body? So me being a track person, I break it down this way. Do you want to look like a cross-country runner or do you want to look like a sprinter? They both do cardio. 2 totally different types of body type. The cross-country runner is leaner, not as muscular, as a sprinter like myself. Still lean, but more muscle, more powerful per se. So I like to break it down a lot of different ways. Kind of how do you want to look? Look at your body, what type of body type, what I think your body needs, and let you continue doing what you're doing. But I'll come in and just add a different component.
Individual goals.
Yeah, individual goals.
So I think we have just a few more questions.
Yeah.
This is from one of our fans wants to know what kind of changes should you make in your strength training program after the age of 50?
Okay, good question. I think when it comes down to strength training after 50, you have to get out of the mindset, especially for guys or whoever it may be, or females, how much can I do? How much, like I said earlier, how heavy can I lift? Or push yourself to that limit. You really don't have to do that. When it comes to strength training, a lot of things start kicking in for females: osteopenia, osteoporosis, balance, flexibility. So you want to really focus on that. At the same time, just staying strong. Staying strong enough to where your everyday functions, job type situations, you're still able to do that in an efficient manner. So you get out of when you're 20 years old, high school 20. Once again, how hard can I push myself? How heavy can I do this or do that? I'm 42, so even when I train my athletes, they try to challenge me, and in my head, like, okay, I still got it. I can take these kids down. No, your body's just like, no. You don't want to pull anything. Injury prevention. Injury prevention. So you lift for, and a lot of 50, 60-year-olds that I train, 70, a lot of balancing, injury prevention, just trying to be strong.
And if I could add, for somebody who's been in that category for a long time, is that, by the time you reach a certain age, your body, if you've been working out consistently for years and years and years, I mean, your knees can't do it. Your elbow, like I'm dealing with my elbow, bothering me. I mean, my wrist, literally it's everything. So when you talk about, not trying to lift as much as you used to or whatever, you have to listen to your body too.
Absolutely.
And you have to respect that over time, if your body has served you well, lighten up just a little bit, because you want it to be around for a long time.
Right, you want to be around for a long time. And you want, like you said, the main thing is to listen to your body. Know when to push it. You'll have great days. You wake up, you feel awesome. Like, I can go run 10 miles. Hey, take advantage of it. Go do it. But then if the next day, like you cannot get out of bed, then you know what? Let me just sit on the bike and just kind of loosen up and do a yoga type class and stretch it out. So listen to your body. Your body will let you know.
So I think that just answers naturally the question that somebody else wrote in. When do you know when to give yourself a rest day? So I think you just answered that. Your body tells you?
Your body tells you. You'll know most of the time when you wake up in the morning. I mean, if it's hard to get up in the morning or you're struggling throughout the day, you're achy, you feel pain. Pain is the first sign of your body. Fatigue and pain are the first signs your body letting you know, like, we need to pull back. We need to pull back. It's when you start going past that threshold where major injuries start to happen. You get tears, ligaments, tendons, muscles, your joints, tendonitis, hip replacements, cartilage wearing down from running so many 10Ks, 5Ks, half marathon, right? So your body let you know. I mean, it's great. I will always love to pull somebody back that have to force them to do something. So it's great that most of my clients are high motor individuals. I love that. But I'm here to let you know, like, okay, every day doesn't have to be a high intensity day. So just listen to your body. I mean, even swimming, run for 30, 45 minutes. All right. If your joints hurt, guess what? Go jump in the pool. If you know how to swim laps, go swim for 30, 45 minutes. Take the impact off your joints or ride the bike.
That's a great idea. How would you feel about, or what stretches would you say would be good for a person, maybe on an off day, say, I'm just going to do some stretching today and additional, both whether it's for somebody who's an equestrian or it's for the everyday person. Are there a couple good stretches that people should say are there a standard to do?
Good question. The posterior chain. So when I say posterior chain, that breaks it down to the Achilles, your calf, your hamstrings, your lower back, even up to the traps. You want to keep that nice and flexible, especially for horse riders. For what I've learned in the past, the Achilles, the tendon that attaches from your heel to your calf. When you're riding, correct me if I'm wrong, heels down.
Yeah.
So you need flexibility to do that. So that's as easy as finding a step, putting your toes at the top of the step and dropping your heels to the floor and holding it for 10, 15, 20 seconds. Relax, doing it again. And your body is connected. So when I say the posterior chain, if you're tight in the Achilles, your calf is tight. Now your hamstring is overcompensating. Guess what? Oh, now my lower back hurts. Now when I ride, I can't. It's
My back's
achy.
broken.
All the time.
All the time.
Or your shoulders, your traps are tight. Guess what? I'm starting to get a headache.
Yeah.
The muscle from your traps wraps all the way to the front.
Makes sense now.
Wraps to the front of your forehead. Everything is connected.
Oh,
Yeah.
goodness.
So if you're tight somewhere else,
tight
within your
everywhere.
body,
Yeah.
you think like, okay, I have a headache. Maybe I have a stressful day. No, you probably could be tight in the traps, or your lower back could be pulling on it. So not only for athletes or horse riders, just your everyday, just overall health and wellness to be flexible.
Wow.
Hips. For horse riders, I know you do a lot of command or gripping with the inner thighs. So if you overuse that, sometimes your IT band, the tendon that connects from your hip to your knee, that gets tight. So sometimes your knee hurts. Like, why my knee hurting? Did I fall down? No. It could, that tendon on the outside of your thigh could be pulling on your knee.
Yeah.
So for horse riders, that could be a situation. Female athletes, by nature, they have a wider hip girdle, so their hips come down to their knees at an angle. So a lot of time that IT band gets inflamed a lot. So that's something where I'll do a lot of stretches. It's very common, so I have a lot of stretches for that, for the IT band or outer hips, whatever you want to call it.
Maybe some foam rolling.
Yeah.
Foam rolling is excellent. Foam rolling is excellent. So from the everyday person to the athlete, flexibility is of utmost important. That's going to help you with your functional everyday, routine.
And now I might be speaking for myself, maybe for other people. Is foam rolling supposed to hurt?
So foam rolling will hurt in that spot that's really tight.
Okay, so
The more you roll over it, that pain will
Yeah.
slowly start to go away, and that's when you know that muscle has loosened up.
Okay.
So yes, I tell my clients to roll it, roll, but when you find that sensitive spot, take it easy, but keep rolling it and kind of work out that kink. Because when you do that, that lets you know it's getting loosened, and you can move on to the next body part or part of that muscle.
Yeah.
Okay, I think this has been all great.
I think so too. I feel like I have learned so much.
I definitely have learned too. But give us a parting word of advice that people can keep you in their head on. I got it. Like, I'm an early riser and Belle's an early riser, but you know what? Sometimes when you're doing it at home and there's nobody that's there to make you do it, it's hard to do it. So give us something that you can leave to stick in people's heads, a little piece of incentive, motivation, get out of bed and go do the work. What would you say?
One of my mottos is make it a fit day. That's my motto. Make it a fit day. So if you wake up in the morning and you repeat that to yourself, how can I make it a fit day? If that's the first thing you think about and you kind of plan your day around that, 9 times out of 10, you'll get it in. You have to treat your workout just like any other appointment. If you have to schedule it into your phone or you have your secretary block out this amount of time, no matter if it's 30 minutes, 45 minutes, or an hour, you have to treat it like an appointment. If you do that, lock it into your phone and your schedule, and there's no excuse. There's a lot of excuses out there, but
I'm the queen of excuses.
if you really want to get in shape and really want to reach your goals, make it a fit day. Lock it into your schedule and make it a priority.
Set your alarm, set your clothes out the night before, your workout clothes the night before. I find that helpful. That, I hate if I have to walk past those clothes and not put them on. So
I mean, that's the biggest advice I have. I mean, you can come up with a lot of different gimmicks to get you to work out. You have to be mentally ready. If you're not mentally there, the rate of success probably won't be there. But if you're mentally there, like, you know what, I need to do this. And also, give yourself, like what I like to do is give myself checkpoints throughout the year. Let's say spring break. I know I'm going to the beach. Guess what? 6 to 8, 10 weeks.
Yeah.
I'm laser focused. I'm focused throughout the year, but I'm like extra focused.
Yeah.
Leading up 6 to 8 weeks for that date. You know, the end of the summer. I got another something coming up. I got to be in this type of shape. So if you give yourself checkpoints every couple of months, that'll kind of keep you locked in also. That's kind of a trick I play with myself.
Short-term goals.
You know, those kind of goal settings I play with myself to kind of keep me, because I do this literally 7 days a week. So for me, it can be just like any other job. You know, just truth be told, you know, so to keep me locked in, you know, I set things throughout the year like, okay, I know by this date, I want to be at this weight, this percentage of body fat, whatever it may be. And I kind of, as we get closer and closer, I start taking certain foods away, increasing the intensity of my workouts, so forth and so on. So if you do that, if you lock it into your schedule, make it a part of your day, make it a fit day.
A fit day.
Make it a fit day.
That's awesome.
I think your rate of success would be very high.
I love that.
All right. Well,
I love
you
that.
heard the man. Make it a fit day.
I mean, and I just want to thank you guys, ladies,
all
all the trainers that are out here. And Stacy, you know, you're an indoor cyclist. You teach Insanity. We know each other in the fitness community. So by all the other instructors and coaches you could have come on the show, I thank you, ladies, for bringing me on. I really appreciate it. It's always fun when we get together. We talk about a lot.
It is.
Congratulations on the book.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. We're
And the
excited.
success of the barn. We love coming out during the Christmas holidays.
Yes.
We're doing it again. Oh, well, how's it going to go this year?
Well,
Virtual?
you see, you have to follow us
Yes.
on Instagram.
Well, you got to follow us.
I am. I will.
Facebook.
Okay.
We're not able to do it this year just because of this darn pandemic. It's
He's
just
like,
too many
he's like,
people.
oh, what's the date? I'm like,
It's like a natural
What's the
part.
date?
Oh, wow, we're in this pandemic. So.
But make sure that you do watch, because we are still going to do little gift giveaways to all of the kids that would normally be here, and they'd be sitting on Santa's lap. And so we're still going to have that to give away to everybody. I just need, and we will be putting this out next week, that you need to sign up so I know how many gifts we need to get ready. And just like we did for Halloween, where we lined our driveway with pails of pumpkin buckets, we're going to line our driveway with gifts. And if you've signed up, and you just have to come and choose it. And so that's what we're going to do. So make sure you don't miss that sign up, because I would be sad if your kids don't get it. You have cute kids. So thank you for coming.
Thank you.
We love
Thank
it.
you. I
And I will
appreciate it.
say
Giving
that
us insight.
even though you're in St. Louis,
Yes.
I think that because you do things virtually, I think anyone could benefit from you.
Absolutely.
And so our fans know how to reach me.
Yes.
And we can get them straight in touch with you.
Yes.
And
Any questions?
You can help anybody
any
out.
Thoughts? I can help.
that's one of the benefits that this pandemic has produced,
Yes.
is that there is now this global learning availability for just about anything.
Anything.
Community.
You-
Definitely.
you've got
I'm
it.
here
So-
for everybody. So feel free to reach out to Stacy and Belle, and they'll shoot you my contact information, and I'd love to help any and everybody
And
out.
we'll post it on
We'll
on
put it
the
on the story.
YouTube, it'll be in the description, it'll be on the story. It'll
Very
be out
nice.
there. Okay.
So this was fun. So
This
thank
was
you.
awesome.
I think we
Appreciate
learned
it.
a lot
Yes.
today,
Appreciate
it. Definitely.
and it was good. And I just want to wrap up by saying that next week, I'm hoping on Sunday, I'm going to post that we will be doing our holiday card exchange again. There's a yawn. I just saw it.
Okay, well, the people have spoken, and they said it was okay for me to have a Diet Coke.
I told you
or
to have a Diet
coffee
Coke.
on air.
You should have.
I know, but I haven't like dabbled in that.
Oh, you need to. You'll be fine. Anyway, so Sunday, we will have the sign up.
Which is going to be
A nightmare.
a nightmare.
It was last year, but you know what? It's
People
fun.
loved it, and we got Christmas cards. It's a Christmas card exchange.
Yep.
So
We got cards from every corner of this world.
Every corner.
And we have every single one of them, and they're in a binder. And I had to buy the
Two binders.
largest binder. Yeah. And we loved it. I
Yeah.
mean, it was just the most enjoyable thing to do.
But I will say, you're going to put out instructions on how to get cards. Please, 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 everybody. Read the instructions. It's going to be, when you send a direct message, you're going to have to write a certain
catchphrase
at the
holiday
top
card.
so we can see it, because you get a gazillion messages and we truly want to get cards out to everybody quickly, and it will make our lives so much easier if you don't just send your address or you write a message and then you send your address. It'll be just directions.
Because if I can go through and I can pick out those that have a header of holiday card, I can still go through the other messages and I can respond to them, but that's going to be a little bit tamped down. So we'll do that. And then also, if you are in St. Louis, because we're not having our holiday open house, we are still going to give our gifts away to the children. And it's going to be very fun. I don't want to spoil what we're giving away.
I don't even know
what
we're giving away.
I do.
Oh, okay.
And it's going to be very fun. And so make sure you are paying attention to our social media, Facebook, Instagram, and our Ranch Minis, that you can sign up for that. We still have everything else in place. Our YouTube channel still has a bunch of stuff, you guys. If you ever want to learn more about each individual horse stories, except for Martha and Booker,
Daddy Eddie,
they're still not on there.
They're not there.
They're not on there because my daughter was supposed to be putting all that together.
Point fingers.
I won't point fingers, but
if you want to go learn about Tansy and Sailor, Lucy and Betsy,
it is fun. We have a lot of fun stuff on there.
Yes.
And cameos are out there, so all kinds of ways to interact with us. I think you guys, we try to do.
You can reach us.
And we will still do our book reading this week. Possibly Martha's book. I don't know. I don't know because we have to pick it up first. So we'll see how early we can get it. At any rate, we will do a book reading this week.
Yeah.
And that's it.
That's it.
So thank you so much for joining us. We love you guys, and we
also
hope you had...
before we cut, my mom's going to make a post on. I feel like this ran a lot longer than what we thought it was going to. What is everybody's preference on podcast time? Is it 20 to 30 minutes? We probably can't do that. 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour. Are you watching it? Are you listening to it?
Well, they
on
are
Spotify,
watching it
Apple
because we get the
Podcasts?
statistics, but to get more people, we just need to know. Also, if
Shorter,
anybody
longer, we just need to know.
Listening, whenever you do watch this podcast, it really helps other people find us by reviews. That's what we've learned. Reviews and rankings.
Reviews, yes.
And rankings. It's really important. If you like what our podcast is, if you rank it, I'm thrilled. I mean, we're overwhelmed that we have nothing but 5-star ratings, and our reviews are, I can humbly say they're glowing.
Yeah.
So, thank you so much for that. Just sharing the word that we're out here, we're doing this. We have heard from so many people that there's just not the horse-related topics that they're looking for. And so we're trying to infuse not only the talk about our barn, but also things that pertain to. So, with the working out and and horseback riding, with bringing on our general contractor and talking about barn building. And, so I think that there's a lot of things that we're trying to just kind of, this is all part of the equestrian world and the horse world. So thank you so much for watching. We do love you guys.
We do.
And we will see you next time. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.